Hey guys, I'm trying to set this camera up. Okay, it's me, Dominique. I might be talking a little low because my daughter is in here sleeping, so I don't want to be too loud and wake her up. As you guys, you guys should know by now, I have a new baby, and I have to multitask like heavily to get anything done, especially videos. And I was in the middle of doing mommy stuff, but when she fell asleep, I was like, okay, well, let me go ahead and try to get this video in. And I'm also taking my vitamins right now. Okay, I wanted to come in and talk about, I have my little notebook right here because I took some notes. So, and I don't want to forget or like go off on a tangent or whatever. So, I'm coming in to talk about, I forgot the lady's name, but you guys know the Evelyn Lozada Fix My Life episode thingy. Okay. For one, I didn't see it when it was aired like everybody else, because I'm not a big fan of either Chad or Evelyn. More so Evelyn, because I don't watch football, I don't watch sports, so I would have never been a fan of Chad like that anyway. But I've never really been a fan of Evelyn from Basketball Wives because of her attitude and the whole Jen and Evelyn thing. Okay, I'm going to touch on that right now. Let me touch on that real quick. The whole thing between Evelyn and Jen, I was always more sympathetic toward Jennifer than Evelyn, because I never felt like, I'm still taking my vitamins, I never felt like Jennifer came from like a malicious or jealousy point of view. I just felt like she was trying to look out for her friend, because, you know, they've all been there and done that, where they've dated the athletes, and at this point in time, I guess, you know, they probably spoke on it as friends and spoke about how, you know, they would shy away from that. And then here, Evelyn goes and dates not only an athlete, one that is a very, like, that is very much an attention whore, and she's on a TV show. So I mean, in a way, you know, I agreed wholeheartedly with Jennifer where she was coming from in regards to Evelyn and Chad. And even though on the polygraph test it showed that, you know, she was jealous of them, I believe even if she was jealous, her thing came, she was probably jealous of the attention they were getting more so than the relationship. But yeah, I'm touching on that. Now let me move on. I was persuaded to watch my best friend, because she's always been a fan of Evelyn, and she was like, but no, it's more than just about Evelyn. When you watch it, don't think about the person you're watching in front of you. Think about yourself, think about other women that you know, and you know, you'll get what you need to get. So I was like, alright, I get it. And I decided to watch it. And when I was watching it, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, there's some insightful stuff on here. Yeah, she's speaking the truth. Yeah, I can understand what she's saying, being that I was coming from the same kind of background, well, not the same exact background as Evelyn, but the same background as far as not growing up with a father and being told stuff, and you know, stuff like that. You know, I grew up with a very loving mother, a very loving, independent mother, but you know, I never grew up with my father, even though I knew who my father was. My father died when I was 10. I never really had a relationship prior to him dying, so, you know, whatever. And then the more I watched it, the more I was like, okay, yeah, I can see where my best friend was coming from. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to look over my notes. I can see where my best friend was coming from when she was saying that you know, I should watch it because it was some insightful stuff. Now, all in all, I never felt that Evelyn and Chad's relationship was genuine to begin with. From the beginning of them dating, I felt like they were both dating because try to be fast. I felt like they were dating because they were trying to both get whatever they could out of the situation. But I never really felt like their relationship was genuine. That's a lot of women's mistake when it comes to them marrying somebody, because you know who you're dealing with, especially after you've been with the person for years or even a year or two. You know who you're dealing with. So, but a lot of women go into it thinking, okay, well, I know who I'm dealing with, but this is something that's changeable and that can change. So if we get married, he'll realize he got more to lose. He'll realize it's more serious now, so he'll change. No, if he doesn't change before you sign the papers, trust, he's not going to change after he sign the papers. He's going to be the same person he wants to be until he wants to change, not because of some papers. And that's why I feel like the good thing about the show, I know I got off on a tangent. The good thing about the show was that it made a lot of people realize a lot of the stuff they probably need to work on personally. Not really as Evelyn. Only thing is, I still don't feel like Evelyn was all the way genuine and she was all the way ready to change. So even though it was a good show where it might have let everybody else recognize the things they need to work on and the things, you know, themselves and her situation, I don't believe it benefited her. Because, like I said, I've never been a fan of Evelyn. I never followed her on Twitter, but for some reason she came across my timeline and I clicked on her page. And when I clicked on her page, mind you, she hasn't tweeted in all this time, but now she's tweeting and like she's trying to act like she's this super changed person, and she's really not. And that's another thing that bothers me about. But I'm probably getting to that in another video. Hopefully Rain does not wake up and I can do another video. I also watched Oprah's other shows. Next chapter, even though this wasn't next chapter, but it was on the OWN network. So I guess, you know, it's part of her whole new concept she's trying to bring out apart from her show, the Oprah Winfrey Show. I watched next chapter. I watched Jennifer Hudson, and I love that one. I've always loved J Hud. Like J Hud, I've always felt like J Hud was genuine, even with the weight loss. I mean, people may say what they want to say. It could be whatever it is, but I feel like Jennifer Hudson is a genuine person. And even with her relationship with the guy from I Love New York, I believe their relationship is genuine. And I watched Usher. Now, with Usher, I'm glad that Usher got custody of his children. I know I might get some dislikes for this, but if a lot of people don't know, like how I know, when it comes to custody battles with children and men and women, men don't usually fight that hard. Even when they do love their children, men don't, especially a celebrity like him, men don't usually fight that hard because a lot of men don't want the sole responsibility of them raising their kids to be on their own, because a lot of them feel like they're not built for it. So a lot of times you don't see men, especially celebrities, battling for sole custody of children, because that would mean them being solely responsible in the event that they feel like that child's other parents cannot take care of the children. And a lot of men don't do that. So for him to do that, even though he does have a nanny, even though he probably has his mom's help, for him to feel like he had to have his children or had to get a better custody agreement from Tamika, makes me feel like he really does love his children. He really felt like his children were better off with him. Which I don't blame him, because I don't know Tamika's whole story, but the fact that when he talked about him and Tamika and their kids, but she has other kids, so her other kids did not live with them. So who was raising her other kids? And I know she had a tragedy with her son, and I would not wish that upon no one. I would never, I don't even know what that would feel like to even, I wouldn't even want to know what that would feel like to lose a child. I know I would be devastated if I lost any one of my children. I would probably be devastated to the point of taking my own life. So in no way I'm downplaying that with her losing her child, but you know, I still have my opinions. But it sounds like Rain's waking up. I gotta go, so maybe I can record another video today, maybe I won't, but until next video, I'm out.